Mr. Alexiam. Next question.
Question 11.
HPV rolled out the national school-based HPV vaccination program for Secondary 1 female students on 1st April this year. As of 26 April 2019, 25 schools have been covered by the program. 93% of the students in these schools have opted for the vaccine. HPV vaccination has been shown to be safe and effective and is recommended by the World Health Organization and leading health agencies for the prevention of cervical cancer, a serious disease and one of the top 10 cancers among women in Singapore. MOH and HPB will continue to highlight the benefits, importance and safety of HPV vaccination to parents and students through public and targeted education programs. Parents will also be provided with an information package prior to the school visit for vaccination. This includes a fact sheet on HPV vaccination, a brochure on the risks and prevention of HPV, and a letter providing information on the HPV school-based program.
Mr. Alexiam.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the Senior Minister of State. First off, I would like to ask the SMS if she could provide information on the part 3 of my question on the mistrust engendered by the anti-vaccination movement. Also a question that my honourable colleague, Dr. Chia, had mentioned earlier. Second follow-up question is on the numbers that the SMS provided. She mentioned that 93% of students in the 25 schools have already opted for the vaccination. Whether the ministry has kept track of the reasons why the 7% have decided not to. And my third and final supplementary question has to do with the social effects that some parents have talked about, that the HPV vaccination would lead to promiscuous behavior by their children because they think that with the vaccination they can avoid cancer. Now, whether or not the ministry will be looking at how to educate parents as well as students on this.
Okay, regarding the second question on why a small percentage, some did not opt in for the HPV vaccination. First, let me say that when parents do not give their consent for the vaccination, we actually contact them to provide them with information of the benefits and importance of HPV vaccination so that they can make an informed decision. As regards the reasons, most of them actually either say that their daughters have already taken the HPV vaccination or that they prefer to bring them to the primary care clinics themselves for the vaccination. We have a small percentage, less than 1% of parents who actually are concerned with the safety and side effects of the vaccine. But as I've said, we actually do contact them to provide them with the information on HPV vaccination. Regarding misinformation on vaccination, well, first, misinformation on vaccination in terms of the safety, the efficacy, adverse events or social effects really is common on the internet. So parents are encouraged to check and refer to reliable and verifiable sources of information, such as on our Health Hub, which is a one-stop health portal to get information on health contents, as well as through websites of the World Health Organization, the US CDC, the European Medicine Agency's website, and so on. And of course, I think what is also important is that parents ought to actually seek the advice or speak to the doctors who will be best placed to give them advice and provide accurate information. For the school-based HPV vaccination program, as I've said, parents are actually provided with the information package, which will include information on the safety and efficacy of the HPV vaccine. And if they have queries, they actually can contact us through the HPV's health line. With regards to your third question on social effects of HPV vaccination, our scan of studies, as well as evidence elsewhere, it shows that there is no evidence that those females who have got HPV vaccine or vaccinated will have sex earlier or would have more partners than unvaccinated females.